Yeah, man. Yeah, this is Joshua's programming episode 20, right, of the HTML tutorial over on my account on Joshua's programming. Right, I'm gonna go over the JavaScript value property, and I'm gonna be using that in its own separate little mini project where we're gonna enter something into an input box, and it will say the length of that word that we entered. Right, very easy, basic. Okay, so previously I went over a different way to call events and might have a function on there. How to change the CSS property on JavaScript, if statements, border radius, and obviously before that as well in episode 18 went over get them by ID, add event listeners, and inner HTML. We'll be using the inner HTML, add event listener, and the ID. All those things before will be used in this episode. So you guys should go back there and check it out and do what you gotta do. So let's get straight into it. So as I said before, I want to make an input box. We enter the word in there, and then it will say the length of that word. So let's go and just make the input right like that. Run it. And we can write stuff in there right like that. So then let's give it an ID. Well, not yet actually, because I've got to kind of take it slow. Yeah. So we're gonna go and make a button, right? And then we'll go over into just write submit within the button, and that'll be right next to it. Obviously, when I write stuff in here and press submit, nothing happens because there's no JavaScript implementation put on to it. Okay, so let me go and grab these two elements real quick and store it somewhere within my JavaScript program. So constant, let me go grab this input box. Let me call the input document get element by ID. There's no ID on there, so let me go put an ID here and say it's going to be called input. I'll call it input and then move on. And now let's go and grab the submit button. Let me go put an ID there and call it button. Let me go make a constant again. btn equals document dot get element by ID. The ID is called button. Okay. And now we've grabbed our two most important elements within this. Alright. Now let's go and make an event. So let me do document for now. Actually no, let's do button. Okay, once they press the button, okay, so I'm put an add event listener. Alright, once they click that, once I have an event, right, let's just put an alert so we know that this works. Let's run it. Nothing happens. Let's put something else here. Let's do it again actually. We do document dot add event listener. Click. Looking for an event. Once the event happens, there's a function, and we just have an alert. Click. Okay, that works right there. Let's change document to button. Does it still work? Still works. Okay, I press the other screen, I press run the screen, nothing happens. I press the box, nothing happens. But obviously if I put document, then it will kind of still say click because it thinks that it means anywhere within this document we're clicking and it will work. Okay, but we don't want that. We just want to be saying that if you press the button, then there will be a click alert. Okay, so that works now. Let's go and remove this, and let's say I'm going to make a variable. So we're gonna grab whatever we write within here. If we say words, that's a 4-letter word, okay? If I say this, I want it to grab this word variable or word, okay? And I want to find out the value of that in terms of its length. So I'll make a variable and I'm gonna say input value, right? And this is gonna equal the length of it. Okay, so we're gonna do document dot, let's do value, right? No, sorry, we're getting the input. Okay, we're gonna do the input dot value. Let's put this as an alert first, right? Copy that and do alert. Let's see if it works. If I put hi, that's 2-letter word. I submit, it says hi still. So you haven't got the value yet. We've only got what it actually says. If I remove this like that, hi again, it's gonna say this. Okay. So instead of using value, it's actually called length. I put word, that's a 4-letter word, undefined. Input.length. I'm not sure why it's undefined actually. It shouldn't be undefined. Right listener. Yeah, it should not be undefined. Hold on. Press OK. Let's remove this. So press this one to get the document. Get element by ID. Not that actually. We've got this input dot value. Make a variable called input underscore value, like that, and then let's alert it on the screen like that. Okay, have words, we'll say word. Doesn't actually. Hold on. Says hi. Okay, that's that. Now let's attach this next to it. It says 4. It finally worked. Alright. So from here now, we can remove this, so we can copy this. And we can put it here and hashtag it out. What we're going to do now is make a power graph. And we're going to put it in here. So we're going to put a ID and name it output. And now we're going to grab that power graph and name it output. Okay, let's use the inner HTML for this. We'll use document get element by ID. We could have done it like this, not like this, but it is what it is. Let's just remove this. Inner HTML equals input value dot length, like that. we'll say word, and word appears here as 4. We use another word, Joshua, right? 6, and it works. Okay, all we have to do now is do some sort of CSS to make it look a bit pretty. We'll do div class, and then we'll do box like that. Back out that. Okay, let's go and do this. 1, 2, 3. Say empty box. Yeah, like that. We'll have input field, and then we'll have output area. Like that. Okay, so let's go and mess around with the box in CSS. Right, width and height 10 em. Alright, I'm going to do background color. Let's make it gray this time. No, make it red again. Let's add a border around it. Let's do 3 pixels solid black. Okay, let's add border radius. Let's add around 10 pixels. Let's do it like this actually, and then we're done for that. Okay, now when I still write stuff in here, it's not going to say anything. If I say word, it'll be down here. So what I want to do is I want to put the output area, copy that. I want to put it within the div, the box class. Okay, I run this, I say word, it's going to be within here for some reason. Alright, so let me go and output. I need to make a class for that, so I'll put it as class output, and let me go and move the margin left about 10 em. Let's mess around with this a little bit. Alright, let me do 5. Cool, it's in the box now. Alright, let me do font size 10 em. Okay, it's over there. Let me go and make that a bit smaller. Okay, margin left, make it 2. Remove it again, margin left 1.5. Margin left 1 em. Make it like 0.7, 0.75. That's perfect. And then what I'm going to do is put margin bottom, right, and put 1 em. See what that brings us to. Okay, let's go something extreme. Let's do 10. It's still there. Okay. Margin, I'll do 100. Okay, there you go. Alright. Alright. Let's do like this. It still doesn't work. Still give me issues. Alright. If we reduce the font size, make it 2.5. Yeah, that's a bit better. Alright. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. Let's move it to the left even more at 1.3. Yeah. That is cool. So pretty much done now. Yeah, pretty much done now. Just one more edit and we should be good to go. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. All it is a little program where we can write stuff in and it will then say the amount of words that are there, right? And we used the length property, right, in JavaScript, not value, because value will just give the value of the input itself. Okay, so I'll just name this length. Okay, and then it will still work, but we have still used the value property, so we use value and length in one video. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, keep on programming, and yeah, peace out.